Because according to Donald Trump, she's a 10.
Karoline Leavitt is the press secretary at the White House, doing a great job. Such a great job that the ladies of The View feel the green monster coming upon them.
Be sure to buckle up, folks, because this narrative is unlike anything you have ever seen. You know what The View is. Host Whoopi Goldberg. For Joy Behar, Sunny Host, and the rest of the team, controversy is nothing new. Here, though, they seem to have departed as well. Far, and the repercussions may be catastrophic. Think about it. The show, which has been a staple of daytime television for decades, might actually collapse because of its arrogance. Karoline Leavitt, the White House's youngest press secretary, is the cause. A slander claim worth an incredible $800 million was just brought against them by history. Yes, that's right. This is not just a smack on the wrist. The entire media landscape might be upended by such a lawsuit.
Really don't like this woman. She's a good communicator. And so Joy Behar just offered her analysis on why Leavitt was picked for.
But first, let's travel back in time and ask ourselves, how did we get here? One of those typical condescending remarks about The View started it off. You know, the snide, kind remarks, the cocky laughs, and the outright contempt of anyone who doesn't share their ideals. Karoline Leavitt, a young conservative celebrity who had already made history at the age of 27, was their target this time. The hosts focused on her accomplishments instead of her looks and made harsh and baseless remarks about her attractiveness. Joy Behar was unrestrained. The only reason Karoline was employed, she claimed, was because Donald Trump believed she was a 10. Take a moment to process it. Take a minute. Why do women who claim to promote female empowerment disparage another woman with such a vulgar and, to be honest, outdated comment and then let things get out of hand? Karoline owes her money, Whoopi Goldberg claimed, entire career to what she called wokeness. Women like Karoline, she claims, wouldn't even be allowed to sit at the table if they weren't woke. Sunny Host went one step farther and implied that white privilege was the only factor responsible for Karoline's achievements. You're not alone in shaking your head at the moment.
I had something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you.
But this is when things become really interesting. Karoline was not going to take this lying down, unlike many others who have been subjected to harsh remarks. She decided to strike back, but not with a well-thought-out press release or a meaningless social media post. Karoline contacted her lawyers. Within days, a major defamation lawsuit was brought against the show, its most prominent hosts, and even the network. The damage totaled an incredible $800 million. That kind of figure causes you to stop and think about whether the wildly popular talk show is really going to disappear. Behind the scenes, the consequences have been nothing short of catastrophic. ABC insiders are reportedly in full-blown crisis mode. Emergency sessions have been called legal teams. They are working quickly to figure out how to minimize the damage. Sponsors who were previously hesitant are apparently reevaluating their partnerships in light of the show's recent string of problems, and the hosts themselves too. After decades of service with the program, Joy Behar is reportedly making a valiant effort to come to a private settlement with Karoline's staff. Backstage, Whoopi Goldberg, who always seems so composed on TV, has reportedly been heard saying, "We took it too far." Sunny too. Several legal experts believe that she might be held personally liable for millions of dollars in damages due to the openness of her words. It's a mess, to put it kindly.
That wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that.
But the risks for ABC go beyond The View. According to insiders, the network is experiencing effects across its whole schedule. Advertisers that were previously regarded as a dependable option for midday audiences are now expressing concerns about being associated with the controversy. One major sponsor has reportedly suspended all network advertising, while the lawsuit is pending. This type of uncertainty is unusual for a media giant like ABC, and just as crucial as money is credibility. Industry analysts are already speculating that a rejection of the viewpoint could indicate a change in the way networks handle opinion-based programming in the future.
Donald Trump, I'm stunned and amazed by his new White House spokeswoman today. She's actually the youngest ever.
The strain is being exacerbated by the growing split among ABC executives. Some argue that the network should back the show and its hosts because giving up would set a dangerous precedent for free expression. However, some are calling for a new beginning, claiming that ending The View might be the only way to save the network's brand. This internal dispute is reportedly producing chaos at ABC's highest levels, as evidenced by the numerous emergency board meetings. According to an insider, the atmosphere is poisoned, and everyone is watching their back right now, and nobody knows who to trust. According to reports, Karoline's legal team is entirely focused on building a compelling case in the interim. Allegedly, they have amassed a plethora of evidence, including past editions of the show in which conservative women were attacked using the same rhetoric. According to an insider, the goal is to demonstrate a behavior pattern that is superior to this one. Incident. It may be terrible for ABC if they succeed. According to some legal experts, the network may choose to resolve the matter rather than take the chance of a public trial, which would inevitably bring even more attention to its actions. In addition to clearing her name, Karoline wants to address the media as a whole. Formation. However, Karoline isn't simply leaving everything to the legal staff, so let's talk about her for a while. Throughout the entire affair, she has remained composed and presented herself as someone who is more interested in setting a precedent than in addressing complaints. Her message is obvious: don't laugh at me, harm someone's reputation, and disseminate misleading information with no consequences. It's also a message that appears to be significant to many individuals. On social media, support for Karoline has exploded. Many people have praised her for taking on what many believe to be a toxic media culture in her tweets. The View's original segments clips have dissected every word the host said in viral videos. It was well captured in one really popular tweet. Karoline Leavitt is the only one who has the courage to hold the media accountable. Even among moderates, who might not agree with Karoline's political stance, the performance went too far.
Karoline Leavitt, she's just 27 years old. But boy, was she giving it to the Trump haters in her first White House briefing.
The fire is being fueled by conservative influencers and commentators who are endorsing Karoline and disseminating her message on Instagram and YouTube. Prominent individuals have even gone so far as to hold live debates in which they examine every legal aspect of the case, while others are advising viewers to stay away from the program entirely. According to a well-known podcaster, this is about media truth.
A staunch Trump loyalist and unapologetic Gen Z conservative, Leavitt's sharp rhetoric and bold social media presence have already made way.
Now, is Karoline's lawsuit just another instance of political theater, or do you think her presence on The View is appropriate? What does it mean for the future of opinion-driven media like The View if it is categorized as such? Leave your ideas in the comment section below. Furthermore, we should always be alert for the next twist if this drama has taught us anything.